So in this video we're looking at finding fractions of an amount in general. So in question 1, a over b times a, that should remind us of a similar type of problem. For example, we could have had 2 over 5 times 2, finding 2/5 of 2. So the method that we used for the number questions we're now going to do for the algebra question. So a over b times a, we must remember that we have to call this a fraction as well. And then we multiply together a times a, which just gives us a squared, and b times 1, which gives us 1b, or we just write it as b. Question number 2. Let's make it a bit more complicated now. Let's say we've got a squared b over c squared as our fraction, multiplying by a b squared c cubed. So again, this still looks very similar to our original number problem. We're finding this amount of this. So the very first thing we need to do is we need to put the over 1. And then we can just gather together and see, factorise if you like, a squared a, taken down to its prime factors as a times b, over c squared, which just means c times c, multiplied by a times b times c times c times c, over 1. So at this point we can see what can divide away, because the really important idea is that any number over itself is equal to 1. So for example here we have got c divided by c, which is equal to 1. We've got c divided by c, which is equal to 1. That's about the only thing that we can simplify, and so now we can combine together what we're left with all together here. A times a is going to give us a to the power of 3, multiplied by b to 3 times, b 3 times, and we've also got c once. That's all over. This is just a 1 times 1 is 1. And now we can simplify it down. We don't need to show the times sign when we're multiplying things together. A cubed, b cubed, c